Hello everyone, in this tutorial you can see that the photo is not displayed. We have the number, that is the iteration that we created last time, is showing clearly. We have all of the fields are displaying properly, but we can see our image is blank. But we had already created in our last tutorial on how to upload images into the data. So in this tutorial, what I want us to do is to retrieve all these images from the database and the folder directories and bring them here. So each and every user, we want to see their passport images here. Okay. So to do that, it will take us very few time and very simple, the simple way. So I just want us to do it the simple way. Okay. Let us not waste a lot of time and do that. Okay. So I would like us to come back to our user model where we are going to write the function that is going to get the image, to retrieve the image from the database. So we are going to write something which is going to be the public function. So let's just write that without waiting time. Public function get profile image. Let's call it get pro get profile image. Yeah, that one, that way. And then we put it like that. So what we will return, first of all, we'll just use an if function, which is going to check if the profile image is empty. So let's say if, yeah, it's very important to do it that way, because if you don't do it, sometimes it may brings a lot of error. So to avoid that, try to use the if not empty. Okay. So if not empty, then this profile image, you remember this profile image, and then we are also going to check if the file does does exist. Okay. So file does exist. Yeah, we created it in the public, then uploads, we have profile, then this profile image. Okay. Then we are going to um, return, let me bring this here. Yeah, so we are going to return, actually it's under URL, so let's return it as a URL, which we've been using before, which is the uniform way we've been using in our previous project. So URL, then we are going to get that in the uploads profile, then dot this profile image, the way it is, just write that. Okay. Then we close if. So after closing if, we are going to else, want us to do something in case we don't have uh, profile image uploaded. So let's say that it is empty. I want us to do it in a very nice way, whereby we are going to return, let's call this in form of HTTP. So we are going to say HTTPS. Yeah, so we are going to get the CDN. Okay, we are not going to get CDN, but I want us to get UI avatars, UI avatars.com. Then we call the API name. We are going to get to use this. Okay, just write it like that. URL encode, then this. So our name, so let's get name. Okay, so we have name in our field name. So basically what it's going to do is to extract the name which we have from the database, the initial, the first name. So assuming that you are Victor Wilson, so we are going to extract V, and then we want to also extract the second name. Okay, so we want to extract the second name, so we call this, so let's just say that as I think there is something that don't need to do here. So let's just put this space, then we call this, this, okay? Then the same, so we are going to get last name. Okay, I think there is something wrong. So there is something that we've not done well, but just let we can correct that. So we have this, and then now we can close it from this end. Okay, yeah, like this. So we have this, then we have an we have that one with a space, then we dot this last name, yeah, and then dot. So we are going to use I think we are going to use color. Let me see. Okay, I think we are going to use color instead. So let's use color, and then we say color is equal to um yeah, so color is equal to this background, and then we use, yeah, that is, this is perfect. So you can copy this the way it is, and it is, just make sure that you write the correct thing, the color coding the way it is, and then you leave it from there. So with that, it's going to, and then we close else. Okay, so you save the file, and that is how we are going to get the image. Okay, that is how we are going to get the image. So you copy this, you have the get image function, you copy that, then we are going to our user controller. So after copying this, we go to our user controller. You remember there, then where we are retrieving information, so where we are listing. Okay, yeah, so not at the user controller, but we come to our index where we are retrieving details. So we have the second table where we have the show here. That is where we want to make that. So what we do, we come and write the if else function. So we say if, so what we want to do is to check if it is empty first. Okay, so we say if is not empty. If not empty, then just a minute, let me check. Yeah, so if not empty, then we are going to use the value which we have up there. Then our function here, which is get profile image. But now we put it, you add these two brackets here, I mean here at the end. So you make it like a function, a class, I mean. So if you do that, then now we call the function for the image. So we use the input, the img. So img source. Then we are going to instead use value. So here we are going to use value. So we say value, and our value is get profile image, okay, and then in our style, so I think we are going to use the style. Let's just use style, okay. Let's use style, whereby width, we are going to say width, we are going to use 50 pixel. So in our widths, we are going to use 50 pixel, okay. And then height also, we can say our height to be 50 pixel. I just want it to be a square, so we say 50 pixel. Then we can also put the border radius, so we say border radius at 50. Well, let's put also 50 pixel. Let's just try that, okay. Then you close this like that, and then we end if. So we can now put, yeah, so that is okay. Now we can, after that, we can close everything. So I think we are just okay with this. We can save and try, can save and try refreshing this page if it is working. Let's save and refresh. Okay, that's logged me out. Take the session ended. So let me just log in, sign in again, and we come to users. Yeah, so you can see that our images displays successfully, and you can see that where whenever we did not upload the images, it extract the first name and the second name. So in this case, it extract A and D because we don't have the second name here. But this one we have Edward and E and G, so you can see it has extracted EG and made it like a profile image. So with that, this tutorial is just enough for you today. I ask you to subscribe, like, and share with your friends this clip so that we can learn together. Please, our next tutorial, we are now going to see edit and delete functions without failure. Thank you. Bye bye.